beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So out come the Steelers now for their first drive.
The scene back in 2016 as the NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year, and now in his 7th NFL campaign.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Prescott. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. And he will have a Steelers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Now Prescott.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Open man here is Gentry. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Zach Gentry, 61 yards.
And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now a 7-0 game. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
So here are the Chiefs now backed up for their first drive.
They'll be led out by the rookie third-rounder who's from Louisville and then played his college ball up the road on I-71 at Cincinnati, Desmond Ridder.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Ridder on 1st and 10.
Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tougher rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
This is fielded at the 27. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he goes out of bounds. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's Prescott. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. 26 yards.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Ritter now.
This one complete to Mecole Hardman. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Ritter.
Got a man complete, Calvin Johnson.
And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Ritter.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Throwing on 2nd and long. Ritter being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. This will be fielded at the 17. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the others.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive is going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Michael Strahan. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Ritter's throw complete there to Johnson.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Ritter to throw it. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Prescott to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Got his man, that's caught for a Steelers touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 28-0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
First half in the books.
All right, so we skip the rest of halftime and get set for the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has now allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Ritter throwing on third down.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. He'll look to set up his blockers.
A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of...
Because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Play action now, Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. I got to tell you, I'm shocked. When I realized they were running the football at 4th in that distance, I thought that was a surefire throw.
And I can hear it in your voice because I'm the exact same way. No one runs the football in this situation, right? You've got to throw it to have a chance unless you're them. Talk about supreme confidence bordering on arrogance, and they got it done, keeping the ball on the ground to pick up the 1st down.
On play action, Prescott. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this second half. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burned here. They are out of timeouts now. Before we've even... And he's in! Touchdown, Pittsburgh! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes this 35-0 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson.
in this position, trying to get back into the game. Teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Oh, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Ritter back to throw. Dancing to his left. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Fielded at about the 28. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing, Prescott. This is intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Chiefs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Ritter.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And out will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Now Ritter to throw on first down.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Butker on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. Kickoff concludes the ball game, partner, and one side a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling this team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.